Warning: the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. This video is also intended just to be a school project, but I feel like the message should be shared. Enjoy. This semester we learned a lot in our creative practice class, like drugs, alcohol, how to budget, how to use your time wisely, how to be a better person. Most importantly, we learned to just do more. But one week a conversation sparked about how as artists we should appreciate more things alone. But sometimes living in a city like LA, it's scary to be alone, especially as a female. So we took the liberty to try and prove that. Here's what happened in under just 30 minutes at 2 p.m. in downtown LA.
That are off your own personal biases or because you don't like.
And this was only during the daytime. Imagine what could have happened at night. Now, here are some stories of other people who have experienced what it's like to be alone in this city.
So I was driving.
Me and Daisy were on the metro.
I was walking from my apartment.
I was walking alone downtown and I found myself at a crosswalk with a man behind me.
A guy was in his car and slowed down just to honk and said something out the window.
I felt his eyes on me. I felt him staring at me.
There was this guy sitting right next to me with wide eyes staring at me.
He says, "Hey baby, you looking good." Now, this is a pretty normal comment on my daily routine. Whenever I walk, I hear things like that all the time, whistles, So I just kept my focus forward.
And I had my windows down and I was listening to music because I was at a stoplight, and these guys, frat guys in this white Porsche, pull up next to me, and they're yelling things at me and whistling and hitting on me and all this stuff.
I tried to mute him out, and then he comes up next to me and he says, "Bitch, did you hear me? I said you look good, and you're supposed to say thank you." And the crosswalk finally lights up, and immediately I dart off, trying to walk as fast as I can and insert myself into this group of people ahead of me. I don't know who they are. I knew that I couldn't be alone with this man.
I was on my way to school. I was wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
He kept scooting and inching towards me like he was ready to get up and go with me.
I look back and he's still following me.
So we literally had to wait till the metro stopped at our destination, and we booked it.
And he has this look in his eyes, this menacing look, and he's yelling out, "You bitch, you slut, nobody wants you anyways."
And I was turning, so I ended up turning right, and then somehow, I don't even know how, but they were following me, and then they got in front of my car and then pulled off to the side and were continuing to yell things at me, asking me for my number, telling me I'm hot, making fun of my car, and just a whole bunch of stuff.
And he continues to follow me for a few blocks, and then I entered into this restaurant and I told them what was going on, and I stood in there for a little bit.
Just disturbing, and the thought process of their mind is something that I never want to even know about.
I flipped him off, and it felt pretty good. And just the fact that they went out of their way to follow me in their car.
And reflecting on that, and reflecting on every single time that I have been catcalled, it weighs on you. It weighs on you so heavy, and it affects your self-esteem, and it affects the way that you look at life. I'm so scared of the world, and I shouldn't have to be. I shouldn't have to have this fear of men that at one moment they're just gonna start following me or start yelling at me or objectifying me. It makes you feel terrible, and people don't understand the severity of it quite yet. They think it's this passive thing, but it's not. It's real, and it happens, and it happened to me. So that is my story.